It is Friday, October 21st, 2011 at 4:51 a.m. Central Daylight Time. And I wanted to show you some satellite rings that preceded the earthquakes in California yesterday. What we're looking at here is we're at the College of DuPage website, and this was one of the sets of beams. Actually, they started on October 20th at 1900 UTC. This was the first one. Then it went to this one at 1915. And then it went to this one at 1930. The first earthquake, which was around a 4.0, was at 2141. So it was within a couple hours after these beams showed up. I'll go ahead and let this play through. It's just a short loop. There are three fairly strong beams. I'm going to switch over here. Wrong one. Right here. What's interesting about these beams is they show up on, this is the water vapor satellite. They show up on this one. But only the 915, because they don't have a 1915. They don't have on the hour or half past the hour. They only have at the quarter hour. So it goes from 9:15 to 9:45. And they also had it. It also showed up in the infrared, in the same thing, only on that one frame. And it also showed up on the visible, which is what we were looking at on the other one. While I'm here, I want to show you an interesting beam that happened in the night. I'm going to click through here. I'll stop when I get to it. There it is, right there. It's at 10:15 on October 20th. You see it coming right down here, across northeast Montana and down into California. I've never seen anything like that before. That's something totally new. I can't really tell where it's coming from either. It seems to be from up in Canada here somewhere. I'm not sure what would be up there that would do that. So I just wanted to point that out. So back to where we were. Here is, we'll switch over to the United States view. And unfortunately, they've got a frame off on this, which is good to know that the frames aren't always correct, because it goes from 8:45 to 9:15. And then 1945, they're showing what showed on the other one at 1930. But what's interesting about this is you can see right here that this is a different satellite image that's inserted from here, and here's the angle here, right here. So it comes in strong here, and then it shows up on a separate image, and then a piece of it, or I assume it's a piece of it, maybe it's a whole separate one, shows up over on this satellite image. So it's not just something that's happening with one satellite or one satellite view, because it's showing up on all three, although here it's faded out somewhat for some reason. And I'll go ahead and let this one play through. There's that beam. And then I've got one more view to show you. This is really interesting. This is really close up, and I'm going to click through and talk to you as I go through. This is dawn. The sun is rising. And you can see right here we've got chemtrailing going on. And we got, here's where the earthquake occurred, right here, Berkeley, California. See the chemtrails here too. And those were, actually they started showing up already at 14:30. So they might have been happening in the night, because where I live, they do it at night often for some reason. I guess so no one sees it. And then we've got some clouds in here, and they seem to be normal clouds. So here's the first one. It's showing up here. We're only seeing a piece of it. But see in here, the clouds are out of, there's little lines going through that they're not showing as a line, but it's the image is being offset. So something's interfering with the continuity of the image. I'll go back one and forward one. And then watch right here. See this cloud cuts in? Well, that's another one of those lines right here next to Berkeley. Back one, forward one, and this is at 19, which that's the first beam. You can see this line goes all the way through in here, because you're coming down and then it jags over. So we'll go forward to 1915, and there is a beam, only it's just off the screen, and I'm not seeing any. Oh no, those, they're showing up here too. No. But it accentuates it. Here's another line here for the 1900 where they're offset clouds. A heavy one. And then at 1930s when things really get, you can see here there's this cloud is just jagging in and out. There's multiple lines like that, and there's actually one coming right here. You can see here's the shadow of that cloud, or the dark area, and that is right at Berkeley. I'm not seeing it coming out this end for some reason. Maybe it's just the way the image is. Let me zoom in too. See here, you can see it right in here. This cloud comes, this hole in the cloud right there. But I'm not seeing it down here. Oh, maybe there. So I'll go ahead and let this loop through. I'm going to go slower. And then after those beams hit too, you'll see these clouds just kind of, the edges get all torn. See right there. I'll let it loop one more time. And actually stopped it. Right here was the first earthquake, and then there was a little aftershock at 22:09. Well, the first one was at 21:41. That was around a 4.0, and the next one was a 1.8 at 22:09. So that would be right in here between 22 and 22:15. And then there was a third one at 23:50, and that was a 2.2. And that would happen right right here between these two. And then there was a fourth one, which was the second bigger one at 316 at 3.8, but I don't have an image of that. So anyway, there you have it. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully that's all we'll see of the earthquakes at Berkeley. God bless you.